Something happened to you recently that has never occurred in the timeline of your specific soul's journey. A door you were pushing against, one you believed was yours, one that made complete sense, one that felt aligned, was suddenly, decisively, and permanently closed. Not by circumstance, not by chance, not by another person's choice. It was closed by a force older than time itself. And the moment it shut, something in the universe exhaled. Because what just happened to you wasn't rejection. It was the most powerful act of divine intervention your soul has ever received. In all of spiritual history, across every civilization that ever prayed, fasted, and sought divine guidance, there is one phenomenon that has confused even the most faithful souls. When God closes a door you are certain was meant for you. Ancient scrolls describe it. Mystics warned about it. But very few ever understood it. Because this kind of closure doesn't happen to ordinary people on ordinary paths. It happens exclusively to souls whose destiny is so precise, so protected, so cosmically significant, that even one wrong door could alter everything. Your closure wasn't common. It was cosmically calculated. Think back to a moment recently when you had a choice to force something, to manipulate an outcome, to lie just slightly, to compromise who you are for something you wanted. You didn't. Even when the door seemed close enough to touch, even when one small compromise could have pushed it open, you chose to remain who you are. You chose integrity over access. You chose truth over opportunity. And that decision, that quiet, unseen, uncelebrated decision, was the exact moment the universe locked in your coordinates. Your moral choice became a cosmic signal that you were ready for redirection. What you don't know is that you have never been unwatched. Long before you noticed the door closing, forces both dark and divine had been studying your movements. Darkness tested you near that door, whispering that you deserved it, that you should push harder, that the delay was an enemy. But divine intelligence was also present, watching how you handled the frustration, observing whether you would break, manipulate, or surrender. Every unanswered message, every ignored application, every sudden ending, all of it was monitored. You were being evaluated at a level your conscious mind was never meant to see. There were multiple moments designed to break your alignment. The first was when silence replaced the response you were waiting for, and instead of panicking, you steadied yourself. The second was when someone else walked through a door similar to yours, and instead of bitterness, you found a way to remain grateful. The third was when logic told you to force it, to call one more time, to send one more message, and something deeper in you said no. Each of these moments was a test. Each one you passed without knowing you were being graded by forces beyond this dimension. In the halls of higher consciousness, where souls are classified not by wealth or title, but by the quality of their character under pressure, your name was spoken. The beings who oversee the architecture of human destiny looked at your file, at your pattern of behavior, when doors closed, when silence answered your prayers, when confusion replaced your clarity, and they used a word reserved for the rarest category of souls. They called you dangerous, not in the way the world uses that word, but in the way heaven does, meaning you are too aligned, too protected, too purposed to be redirected by anything less than God Himself. At the precise moment that door closed on you, something sacred happened in a realm you cannot see with physical eyes. The archangels who carry assignments paused. The divine record of your life was opened. And God, the intelligence behind every door, every delay, every unanswered prayer, looked directly at the situation you were in, not with distance, not with indifference, but with the focused attention of a creator who knows exactly what their creation is built to carry. You were witnessed. Your frustration was seen. Your surrender was honored. And what happened next in the heavenly record changed the trajectory of your entire life. In that moment of divine witness, a decree was released, not written in human language, but encoded into the fabric of your reality. It stated that the soul who stood at a closed door and chose trust over force Surrender over manipulation, faith over desperation. That soul was now authorized to receive what had been held in reserve. The universe does not issue these decrees casually. They are reserved for pivotal moments when a soul demonstrates they are ready for the next tier of their destiny. That decree has already been spoken over your life. The closed door was not the end. It was the authorization. You are not who you have been told you are. You are not the person who simply missed an opportunity or experienced a setback. You are an ancient soul, one who has walked through enough cycles of existence to have developed a kind of spiritual precision that most people in this generation simply do not carry. You are a celestial warrior dressed in ordinary human experience. Your sensitivity to injustice, your inability to compromise your core, your strange feeling that you were built for something larger than what you can currently see. These are not personality traits. They are identity markers of your true origin. The closed door was protecting your mission. And your mission is this: to demonstrate to every soul watching your life that integrity is not weakness, that surrender is not defeat, and that trusting divine timing in the face of confusion is the most powerful force a human being can carry. You are meant to anchor something in this generation that is rapidly disappearing. The belief that not every open-looking path is the right one, and that sometimes the greatest blessing God gives you is the courage to walk away from what was built for your future without losing your peace. Because of what you chose at that closed door, the material dimension of your life is now recalibrating. Opportunities that were delayed are being repositioned. Resources that were held back are being released. People who carry your next chapter are being moved into proximity with you. You will begin to notice that things which once required enormous effort now arrive with unusual ease. Doors you never knocked on will open. Conversations you never initiated will find you. This is not coincidence. This is the universe honoring the decree that was released the moment you stopped forcing what was never aligned and trusted what was being protected. Your decision to trust the closed door did not just affect you. Every soul in your immediate world felt a shift, even if they cannot name it. The people closest to you noticed something different in your energy, a steadiness, a groundedness that made them question their own relationship with force and desperation. Some of them will change because of you, without you ever preaching a single word. Your surrender became a sermon. Your peace became a testimony. And the ripple of that single act of trust is moving outward into circles of influence you have not yet entered, preparing the ground before you arrive. You are not alone in this experience. Across this planet right now, thousands of souls with the same ancient blueprint are standing at closed doors. Some are crying, some are confused, some are questioning their worth. But they share your frequency, the same refusal to compromise, the same sensitivity to misalignment, the same quiet knowing that something greater is being protected. They are activating in different cities, different cultures, different circumstances. And when souls like you begin to move in full alignment with your true identity, you form a network of integrity so powerful that it begins to rewrite the spiritual atmosphere of entire communities. If this message reached you today, it was not an accident. It was part of the same divine orchestration that closed that door. Subscribe so the next word meant for your soul finds you exactly when you need it. Comment 777 below if you recognized yourself in this message. That number is a signal between chosen souls that they have received their confirmation. Share this with someone standing at a closed door right now who needs to understand that God's protection sometimes looks like pain. And stay until the very end of every message, because the last word is always the one your destiny needed most.